flashing, counting.
Should we fish right here?
A lot of traffic. We could start here. I don't give a shit.
It looks beautiful right here.
It does look beautiful.
Let's fish right here.
All right.
Why not? Is that me?
That's you.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
81.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whew.
Maybe they're going to be in the frickin' shallows pretty soon. Hey, crew. Andrew and I went out fishing Saturday morning. Let's see, that was June 12th. I've had some work done here at the house, so I had the boat parked over at my in-laws. But I took everything out of it. Jackets, everything. I didn't want anything stolen while it was parked over there. So, of course, we went and got the boat, went out to the lake, launched the boat. Oh, where are the seat poles? Oh, geez, don't have jackets, don't have seat poles, don't have a throwable, don't have anything. So we had to go put the boat back on the trailer, head all the way back to town. Got everything loaded up, got back on the water. Here we are, it's about 6 o'clock. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, no wind, sunny. We're going to get sunburn. It's going to be a really good time. So let's get right to it and take a look at how it started out.
Did you clear this out?
Clear one out.
The SD card?
Oh boy, you know, I don't know. Look at that, first cast.
Awesome.
He's a good guy. First cast on the scum frog. The scum frog got that guy right there. Got that guy. Thanks, buddy. So maybe this wasn't such a bad spot to start. Skunks out right off the bat. Can't beat that. And not a bad fish. That's all right. All right. I like the start to this day. Yeah, so here we are. That was fun. But now we're gonna have this beautiful day. Look how calm the water is. Sun's shining. People are out. No water ski until 10 o'clock, so hopefully we get some fishing in before it gets too busy. But it's a good start, so let's keep it going. Whoa, that was a northern. Oh, you caught it. Damn it. Hey, thank you for getting off.
Oh, you took a chunk out of hand. Did you see the back of the head?
What's that?
Did you see the back of the head on that fish?
No.
Something tried to eat that. There's still something over there.
Alright, let's see what we're gonna fish with here. Try something new. Are these slick baits?
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
the smoky ones?
Yep.
I think you made that for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a story behind the color of worm that we're fishing with here. The slicko is made to try to simulate a color that I found. It was a Gander Mountain Finesse worm. And it was I believe a charcoal with a red and black flake. And we just killed it on this lake with that worm. And then when Gander Mountain kind of closed its doors, took all its products with it. I mean, they haven't even checked now to see if you can get them online. But used to get them all the time there and ran out of them. So then along comes Slick, and they just came up with this color for us and made it great. Been trying it here on the lake, and it seems to do really well. I mean, as you can see today, it's doing really well for us. So we just called it the ugly worm. So that's where that came from. It's not that we think it's ugly. Obviously, it's working really well. It doesn't matter what we think. Anyway, it's about what the fish think. So here we are, and working it in kind of a finesse fashion today. It seems they want something a little slower. Even with the frog, they were just hesitant to hit it. It wasn't an immediate strike. It was more of a let it pause, little tiny twitches, and then they seemed to hit it. And same with the worm, more of a finesse thing, you know, little jerk, cast it out there, let it sink to the bottom, jerk, 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 let it sit to the bottom, you know, that kind of thing. And that worked out really well, but when you fish that way, if they hit it on the drop, you have to watch the line on that's floating on top of the water. And when you see that fish grab that, you know, you just have to set the hook and go. As you'll see, we caught a few that way today.
We should try shoreline.
This shoreline is just nothing but solid weeds. We're gonna do that. We'll go on the other side, I think, and
Yeah.
work our way down to it.
Slicko.
Let's get on our custom one. Smoky.
Rabel.
Another one. Another killer worm. The ugly worm.
It was weird. Tommy Russell, this guy that's building the rods for Slick. He contracted him to build some rods called Slick Sticks. We'll be getting some eventually. And his main is T. Russell Custom. And that's what he's doing now. He's making rods, and they're good quality rods from what I hear and seen and people testify to.
So we're going to take a run to the other side, get a look at Camp Corner. That'd be Upper Phantom Lake. Lower Phantom and Upper Phantom are almost two totally different bodies of water. Lower Phantom is basically a flowage, if you ask me. It's fed by some wetlands, pretty shallow in most places, and covered by weeds, and probably 80% of the bottom is covered by weeds, thick weeds. So, but you go move over here to Upper, and the water is relatively deep in the middle. It's sandy and rocky on most of the shoreline, patches of weeds. Back in Camp Corner and some of the other corners, there's, in the little bays, there's weeds that grow, but most of the areas around here, most of the piers, most of the shoreline is barren. I mean, in terms of weeds, maybe patches here and there, which comes in handy. It's useful. Boy, after that ride, we need some rod hold downs. Breeze felt really good though. So here we are in the corner. We're gonna give it a whirl, see what happens. We do some luck down here sometimes. We've caught some large northern, some nice bass. I see they have the swim rope in right now. All the weeds are still in between the ropes, so I don't know what kind of swimming you're actually gonna do in there.
Felt nice and
But
cool.
we'll try to fish in there a little bit too, because before the ropes were in, we were catching some fish in those areas. There's a couple patches of weeds in there. We'll take a look at those.
Turtle. Big turtle.
Yeah, always have to make sure your frog is water free. If it gets sunk by a fish or gets sunk by a lily pad, it'll fill up with water and it'll sink on you. It won't fly. It won't ride right on the water. It won't pop right, and it'll sink. So you gotta make sure you squeeze the water out of that when that happens.
That looks like a decent one. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh. I'll try to eat him. Look at the other side.
Oh yeah, someone took a bite out of him.
Oof. There's a big old northern.
Yeah, there's his injuries. But that's the guy right there. Wow.
All right. Nice fish of the day. Even though he was hurt, he was still willing to eat it.
Nice catch.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so this fish here, I was actually sitting there and we kind of snuck up on it, and it seemed like a nicer fish as it swam away, and didn't seem to really spook it or scare it. It just seemed to meander. I mean, it didn't seem nothing like it, so I cast it out in front of it, and this is what happened.
Another one on the.
Slicko.
Yep, keep pulling them out of that same weed patch. Saw a bunch of them in there. So just start fishing that area, and they started coming out of there. And see, even the bee knows.
Boy, they're hitting it on the fall.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got to see them hit it on the line. There's another one. Same worm, still hanging in there. Tough worm. It's like 4 fish on this worm.
Yep. I think
Pull
you
them all
found-
out of there if we have to. I know that's gotta hurt like a bitch. Stab right through the side of the head. That's gotta hurt. How the hell did you get tied on there, buddy? What the hell happened to you? Little tiny one. I think that's it for this worm. But I'm gonna stick to that color.
I would.
You want one?
Not yet. Oh, I need the bag out though.
You might have to make us some more.
Alright.
But yeah, you only see the hits on the line. You don't feel it.
Yeah.
You're hitting it on the fall. That was the best day of fishing we've had.
What you've had. Take us in by them piers a little.
Yeah, we're working our way in there.
Okay.
right, crew, that's about it for today. Bites coming off. We've been working hard, getting a few hits here or there, but really having a hard time putting something in the boat. This last one came in on the shoreline, still on upper, working our way down the shoreline, checking them piers. Fish still don't seem to be under those piers. But they'll set up under there eventually. Some of the big females we've pulled out from underneath them piers in the middle of summer. So hopefully we're getting to that pattern now, and we'll come out here. We'll do some night fishing, and we'll do some real super early morning fishing now that the sun is coming up before 5, I think. Jeez, it's getting early. But we'll try to get out here. This time we'll make sure we have all the equipment on the boat, and we'll see what we can do. But that's about it. I mean, I'm done. Sun beat us up. We've been out here, what now, about 6 hours. So that's 6 hours of hard fishing for an old guy like me. That works out well. All right, that's it. All right, party's over. Can't stay here.